The Phobia Phear coaster is a premier ride Skyrocket 2 at Lake Compounce in Bristol, Connecticut. It opened up last year and was the first roller coaster the park added in 16 years, the last one they added being Boulder Dash in 2000. It was also the biggest single investment ever made by Lake Compounce, according to the park's general manager. The ride itself is nothing new, as there are 4 other Skyrocket 2 models operating around the world, with 2 more set to open at Finland's Sarkaniemi Amusement Park and SeaWorld San Diego. However, after 16 years of not adding a new coaster, Lake Compounce really struck gold with this ride. Perhaps the best part about this ride is that it's the only launch coaster in a 100-mile radius besides Steeplechase at Luna Park, Coney Island. But unlike Steeplechase, the fun factor on this ride doesn't end with the first launch. In fact, this ride has 3 launches. The first launch out of the station is a very mild one that only serves to help the coaster build momentum. There's nothing too exciting about this launch, but the second launch will send you backwards out the station and up the ride's non-inverting loop. Much like a holding brake on a B&M dive coaster, the backwards launch provides some great suspense, pumping up the riders for what is about to come next. Once the train comes back down, it will pass through the station a 3rd time and hit a top speed of 62 miles per hour. And while it's far from the fastest launch in the world, it feels really forceful for such a small coaster. Then you'll get sent all the way to the top of the coaster and get a nice pop of airtime before going through a slow motion heartline roll. At this point, you'll receive some of the best hang time you could get on a coaster, and with only lap bars instead of over-the-shoulder restraints, it's especially terrifying. After the heartline roll, the train will coast over a huge twisting drop that serves as the entrance to the iconic non-inverting loop. And just to add some more suspense, there's somewhat of a holding brake that doesn't stop the train, but instead slows it down a bit before dropping. After a very forceful drop, you'll enter the ride's non-inverting loop, and despite the fact that it doesn't invert, it doesn't make it any less fun. The dip on the loop is absolutely thrilling, and you'll be treated to some of the smoothest track out there while twisting through it. Seriously, this ride is so smooth that it rivals an RMC coaster. Yes, I'm that serious. There was virtually no vibration at all, and I could barely feel the track, so it really added to the ride experience overall. Finally, after exiting the loop, you'll pass through the station one more time before the brakes comfortably lower you back. I have to say, for a coaster that has been cloned several times over, this is an amazing addition to Lake Compounce. Pretty much the only complaint I have with this ride is that the cars are kinda cramped. I'll admit, it was definitely a snug fit. However, the smooth track combined with the use of non-restrictive lap bars definitely outweighed the seat's negatives. Overall, the Phobia Phear coaster is getting a final score of 8.5 out of 10. It may not be the tallest, fastest, or most unique ride out there, but it's an excellent fit for Lake Compounce, and one of those rides I could just ride over and over again. This coaster really is great. Thanks for watching, everyone. Feel free to subscribe and follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You could find links in the description. This is Theme Park Crazy, and I'll see you all next time.